Good afternoon. Please welcome the Chair of the Presidential Search Committee, the Honorable Anthony Fox.
Thank you, and good afternoon. We are here today to start the next part of our journey as a community and as colleagues, mentors, and friends committed to the fulfilling of the grand mission of Davidson College. We as a nation have never asked higher education to do more than we do right now, to educate more learners, a more diverse set of learners at lower costs, and in an economy that changes shape by the day and a world with a new crisis at every turn on its axis. The world needs now more than ever leaders who walk across Davidson's commencement stage each spring. This is the moment in which we meet our next president, and he is the right person for this moment. By now, you likely have read and watched a little about the president of Davidson who will take office in August. You may know that his studies took him to the most prestigious universities in the nation, starting here. That his work as a scholar reflects the foundational commitments of Davidson towards honoring the dignity and worth of every human being. That he led the creation of the first Center for Civic Engagement at the University of Richmond years before most in higher education thought of such things. That he was helping Emory University in memorializing the enslaved laborers who helped build that institution, much as we are endeavoring to do at Davidson. That he was helping lead Emory in better charting the career pathways for liberal arts graduates at Emory's Oxford College, where he is the dean. You might think to yourself that this is the kind of leadership we would expect a Davidson alum to offer, and you would be right about that, because that's exactly who he is. That wasn't a requirement in this process that we find ourselves a Davidson alum. If anything, it moved the bar a little higher for him, because we expect much of ourselves. He experienced and then admired the steps Davidson has taken toward leading in higher education and in the nation, and in creating an outsized impact, a force for good around the globe. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, students, faculty, alum, staff, he's prepared and excited to build on the work this wonderful institution has done. And I'm eager to join him as we move Davidson further and higher. I now want to introduce the chair of the Davidson College Board of Trustees, Allison Hall Maze.
Thank you, Anthony. Thank you for leading this historic search for Davidson College. On behalf of the Board of Trustees and the college, I would like to thank you and the entire Presidential Search Committee for the commitment of time and service. Members of the Search Committee represented all corners of our college, bringing valuable perspective and insight. They worked seamlessly as a team. As many of you know, the search for our next president began at the end of last summer. The search committee engaged the community early. They heard from students, alumni, faculty, staff, and friends of the college who gathered in multiple forums, in person and virtually, to share their thoughts on the most important qualities that we would seek in our next president. Committee's members also read hundreds of emails. Davidson College, the community connects. Thank you for all who participated in that community effort. The college then hired the search firm Spencer Stewart, and a thoughtful, detailed, confidential process began. For the first time in the history of Davidson College, this presidential search was open to anyone in the world. The change to the board bylaws in 2021 ensured that while Davidson remains grounded in the Reformed tradition, the presidency of Davidson is now open to an inspiring and talented leader, regardless of faith. The result was the most expansive and inclusive search undertaken in college history. The committee received submissions from more than 250 candidates. Then, over the course of 200 days, the committee researched, questioned, read writings, conducted extensive interviews and references on the finalists before making the recommendation to the Board of Trustees. It is my great pleasure to confirm that the board officially voted to approve the recommendation, and the next president has been hired. He is one of the finest among us, a man of excellence, integrity, honor, and humility, a man whose life and career embody the Davidson ethos of living a life of leadership and service. As I mentioned earlier, the search committee brought great diversity of experience and perspective to the search process. The committee included younger members who might not have been permitted to attend Davidson in the year that the oldest member of the committee attended. So I'd like to, their broad range of life experiences and experiences at Davidson enriched the process and every discussion, and I'd like to share a few thoughts from the committee. One said of our next president, "He leads by showing up with commitment, honor, and humanity. He not only cares deeply about Davidson's past, but will be an amazing leader for our future." Another search committee recalled a specific comment made by the next president in the search process. He said, he was so proud of the ways Davidson has changed and evolved in recent years relative to diversity, equity, inclusion, and anti-racism. And he said if his becoming the president would in any way be perceived as a rejection of that forward movement, then he did not want the job. This committee member's perception of that statement was, he's putting Davidson first. Another search committee member who has seen change at Davidson over many years described our next president as just the right person at just the right time. And right now is the right time for you to meet the 19th president of Davidson College. Please welcome, or should I say, welcome back, Dr. Douglas Hicks.
Thank you, Allison, and thank you, Anthony. Those are generous words. And thanks to all of you for joining this afternoon in person and around the world on Livestream. I am truly honored and humbled to return to this incredible community as Davidson's 19th president. I cannot wait to get to know you all and to work and to learn alongside you. I understand the extraordinary trust you have placed in me. I will strive every day to earn it. What I'm feeling today above all are two things: gratitude and enthusiasm. Grateful to the search committee members with whom I met and had wonderful conversations over many months. Grateful to the Board of Trustees who have elected me to this post. And grateful to mentors, colleagues, friends, and family who have helped me to prepare to take on this role. Some of you are in this hall, in this space today, and that means the world to me. I want to greet and thank and say hi to my spouse, Catherine Bagwell, who will be teaching psychology, and my son Noah and my daughter Ada, over here on my right. And I'm filled with enthusiasm about the future that we can build together at Davidson. I am nostalgic for my early years here at Davidson. I am excited about, and I accepted this job not for that past, but for the future that we're going to build together. I'd like to express my deep appreciation to President Carol Quillen for the remarkable leadership she has given. Carol has advanced our academic offerings. The campus is more beautiful than ever, with more world-class facilities than ever. She has led the college through challenging conversations and through a global pandemic. Even this morning, we were together, and she has been so gracious in helping me at this moment of transition to serve Davidson. We are grateful to you, President Quillen. Davidson College, this special place, welcomed me, a kid from Indianapolis, 36 years ago. My high school English teacher, the spouse of an alum, told me one day after class that she was going to nominate me for a scholarship at some place called Davidson College. Boy, am I glad that she did. My teacher was the first of many people connected to Davidson who shaped the course of my life. Once I arrived here, Davidson became home, and I'm coming home. It challenged me, and then it showed me the world of nations and societies, different beliefs and understandings, a world of beautiful cultures and devastating deprivations. And Davidson offered me a world of friends whose life experiences differed so much from my own, and of mentors who helped me shape my dreams. Faculty from mathematics and economics, religion and Spanish. They showed me vocabularies and languages to understand this complex and beautiful and troubled society. I learned to collaborate with my peers in the classroom and student organizations, on the baseball diamond, or as I like to say, on the baseball bench. I learned to stand up for justice, including demonstrating before the Board of Trustees regarding apartheid in South Africa. My experience is just one personal version of the wider Davidson vision. Our college is in the business of changing lives. Guided by world-class teacher scholars and gifted staff, a Davidson education has always been about integrating knowledge from the classroom with co-curricular experiences, with applied learning in the areas beyond our classroom and our campus. At every moment, especially this moment, we are called to continually adapt that transformational work for this generation of college students and for those to come. We face so many challenges: the cost of higher education, skepticism about the value of the liberal arts, supporting students, faculty, and staff through and out of a pandemic, political polarization, economic challenges, racial and social injustices, climate change, and global conflict. It'd be easy to say, why do we do this in higher ed? Or why would someone lead in this context? That's quite a list. But it leads me to say, we at Davidson not only will face these problems, we will train students and we will equip and support the faculty to solve them. We will build on our core strengths, starting with the quality of our community. We will experience that community in every unexpected lesson we learn from our peers walking across campus and in every impassioned debate we have in the classroom. We will advance the power of discovery to explore in every way with our minds, with all of our curiosity, and with the opportunities that Davidson offers. We will leverage the outsized impact that Davidson has around this country and around the world, our students with the guiding support of faculty mentors, pose new questions and pursue new ideas. Davidson pushes into uncharted areas of knowledge, and our students place themselves in the middle of projects to solve problems for a family, for a school, for an organization. Alumni around the world shape their fields. They stand up for social change and support their alma mater so that we might train future generations. Whatever we achieve together from this day forward is because of those who came before us, those who labored, taught, and led on this campus, with the collaborative mission always of serving our students and the college. Davidson was founded on the idea of access to education for young men who lived beyond those elite cities. A noble vision, and yet an incomplete one. I applaud Davidson's efforts to honor the labor of enslaved persons who built this campus and were a vital part of this community, although not by their own choosing or freedom. That is part of our story, and we must accurately name our history in order to live into a more equitable future. Our foundation lies in the Reformed tradition, one of whose core principles is that all human beings are equals. Equals before God, none greater than any other one, and all by grace. It is a radical equality, even if not always lived out by this college or by the church with which it is affiliated. We still seek to do better. In the spirit of reformed and always reforming, Davidson will continue to be a dynamic institution, widening the Davidson circle by race, ethnicity, nationality, sexual orientation and gender identities, religious identities, physical ability and disability, and many other ways. Yet, inclusive community is more than the sum of the people who live and work here. It is also about creating a sense of actual belonging so that all can thrive here. Creating these conditions for belonging also requires affordability. More than a decade ago, visionary leaders established the Davidson Trust to lower financial barriers to study here. We must continue to increase those financial resources and simultaneously add to the value that a Davidson education adds for our students. This commitment to realizing the conditions for belonging, for moral equality, fuels the work that I do. Scholarship around religious diversity, leadership for the common good, and economic justice and well-being. And it informs how I approach leadership of a college. I will always seek to be present on campus and in the wider Davidson community, here in the town of Davidson and around the world, wherever we find parents, alumni, and friends. act in partnership with you to serve our students and to advance our college. Students, when we boil it all down, Davidson exists for you. I am eager to meet you, to hear your stories, to visit your clubs, and watch your games. I want to help you build your personalized, transformative Davidson experience. Faculty, you are the intellectual center of college life, and you steward the core academic mission through your teaching, mentoring, and in the pursuit of new knowledge. I look forward to collaborating with you and to supporting your teaching and your scholarship. Staff colleagues, you make possible the programs and events and offices that Davidson provides for our students, and you do so much more. You share your particular talents to make the college function both effectively and compassionately. I am eager to work alongside you. Alumni, I am one of you, of course, and I cannot wait to visit you in your hometowns and workplaces, to hear your stories. We have myriad opportunities to spread the word about Davidson's vital mission, to grow our networks and our identity, and to be Davidson in the world. I want to share those stories of our time at Davidson, and I want to focus with you on the future we can create for those next generations of Davidson students. Neighbors and friends, I've been a part of 2 institutions that share their name with their town or city. At the University of Richmond, we also spoke about the university with Richmond and for Richmond. At Oxford College, we have built strong working relationships with the mayor and city council and residents to address quality of life issues and environmental stewardship. Davidson's sense of place is so extraordinary, and I look forward to engaging you literally on our common ground. I cannot wait to join you all in August and to create with you the next chapter of the college's story. We do not choose between tradition and progress. Yes, they are in tension, a healthy one. Davidson has a rich and complex tradition and a blindingly bright future as a leader in higher education, as a model to embody the liberal arts in our students, in our institution, in our alumni, in the work of faculty, in all that we do. We will reach our alumni with a bigger story, and we will reach public audiences to tell Davidson's story and invite them to be part. Why? Because our world right now needs the values of Davidson. It needs our commitments, and above all, it needs our people. I offer you my gratitude and my enthusiasm, my personal and scholarly commitments as we join in this work together. This is such a special place, and I am so honored and humbled to be here. I can't wait to get started, and I just want to say thank you for the trust you placed in me. Let's get going. August 1st can't come soon enough for me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Hicks, and sincere welcome. Welcome back. Thank you all that have joined us today, both here in the Duke Family Hall as well as in the live stream. We are grateful for your time and support. We hope that you can join us for the reception outside and look forward to many fun conversations. So thank you and have a wonderful day.